Hello, welcome to my channel, A Book Forest. My name is Kim, and today I'm going to be reviewing One Way Witch by Nnedi Okorafor. I got an advanced reader copy from Nnedi for this novella. I also had reviewed a previous novella called She Who Knows. It has the same main character called Najiba, who is the mother of the main character from Who Fears Death, which is her main novel in the series. So in Who Fears Death, the main character is Anya Sunwoo, and then in both novellas after that, we follow her mother, Najiba. The She Who Knows novella is a prequel to Who Fears Death, and this is a sequel, so it's after the events of the main novel. So for this reason, I cannot give too many details about the plot because it would be spoiling this in a major way. So I would recommend absolutely to read this first, then She Who Knows, and then One Way Witch, for sure. There's a couple more novels in the series, so maybe like check on the publishing order. I think that would be the best way to do it. So I really liked She Who Knows, the prequel. It was when Najiba was a teenager, and it was a coming-of-age story. It had a beautiful setting, like cool salt mines and a like career path that all her family are following. So it had a history there, and it also had family dynamics and nice arcs for the characters. And it it was very nice for as short as it was. But this I liked it less. It's set after the events of Who Fears Death. Like there's a lot of very intense things that happened, and Najiba, she had witch powers basically, and she was after like all the events of She Who Knows, she stopped using them, and then in this she starts using them again as a 40-year-old woman. She wants to be trained. It felt a bit like a training montage, to be honest. There was not very much plot. And she finds like her quest that she wants to do, but we don't really see it happening in this one. I thought it was a contained story, but there's apparently another book coming after, obviously from the end of this one. It's quite obvious. So there's the only climax that happened at the end of this book was very underwhelming in my opinion. It was like a meeting of two characters that we've met before, Najiba and someone else, and I think it could have been way more impactful than it was. I feel like everything in this book was surface level almost. Just like, oh, I'm really good at, like, she's like a bit of a Mary Sue as well. Like, she's really good at everything right away. The only thing that sets her back in her training is her internal struggles of what happened to her in the past. She had traumatic events happen to her, abuse and things that were done to her. And to me, it was a bit more, it was not delved in deep enough for what it was, because the book hinged on that struggle, and it was not explored as deeply as I wanted. It was very surface level to me. And also the relationships in this were not very dynamic. It was like a middle book. So hopefully the next book is nice. I will definitely read it because it was good enough. Like, it's just compared to the other books I've read from her, I was a bit disappointed because she's capable of doing some great work. Very original setting, very original concepts. It's a post-apocalyptic Africa setting, and the events of the two previous books were really, really interesting and impactful. So yeah, for all these reasons, I'm giving this novella 3 stars, and I'm gonna reserve judgment on the series when I read the next book. I don't know when it's gonna be published exactly. Najiba as a character is great. I think she was really well done when she was a young girl, and as a grown woman, I don't know. We'll see. But definitely, Who Fears Death is definitely worth it. It can be read as a standalone. You don't necessarily have to read the other books in the series. There's also a couple of books before She Who Knows. So I don't know. There's Remote Control. I don't know where it's set. And there's Book of the Phoenix, which is kind of has Helen. I think it. I haven't read it, so I don't know. But I think it should be read before One Way Witch for sure. So I hope it wasn't too disappointing. Like, I'm sure the next book will be great because the action is coming, I think. So now we were just stuck in the training montage for a few hundred pages, and it was kind of not what I was looking for. So yeah, let me know if you've read any of the books in the series and what you thought about them, and if you were interested in reading the series anyways, even though I was not so warm on that one. And yeah, so see you next time.